Alright, continuing from Welcome Mafia Town, this is where you spawn, and you will want to interact with this panel, and you can do it through this wall. And after you interact with this panel, you want to be prepared to use the boop emote, and you also want to be prepared to sprint towards the telescope. So I'll just first show what that looks like, and then I'll explain it. So like that, and then move towards the telescope. So, to execute this properly, you're going to walk towards the panel, you're just going to spam interact, and then like prepare the boop emote like this, and then time letting go as the camera moves onto the telescope. Because that's when the dancing animation starts, and you're using the boop emote to cancel that animation. And you will also be able to move towards the telescope, so you'll be holding sprint and moving towards the telescope. And if you're in controller, you'll be mashing interact to go through the text box, because you can't move while holding the text mashing bind on controller. But if you're playing on keyboard, you can just hold down your automatic text mashing bind while moving towards the telescope. So again, like this. And then you're going to want to react to when the camera snaps back, so you can like start holding the correct direction again. Right here in the telescope, you're going to hold down menu confirm to make these icons appear very quickly. You want to do this in every telescope animation in the game. It's very important. It speeds it up like a lot. So just hold down your menu confirm button. By default, that is your A button or your jump button on your controller, and on keyboard that would be your left click. On controller here, you can just spam confirm, because it will already be selected on the right level. And on keyboard, you would just be using your mouse to navigate to this level. Alright, so once you're in here, the goal of this level is to make it like all the way up there where the timepiece icon is, and we're going to collect some yarn along the way. So you just make your way over here, you sprint up these stairs, make sure you're sprinting on the left side or the middle of it, because if you're on the right side, you can get stuck on a little invisible collision here. So just sprint up the middle or the left side. You can make your way into this mud pool. And from here, you're going to do a neutral sprint jump. And a neutral action, any neutral action just means you're doing that action without holding any direction. So this is a neutral sprint jump, because I'm just sprint jumping in place. So you do a neutral sprint jump, and then you move towards that palm tree that's like kind of in front of me. Just like that. And from here you do another neutral sprint jump, and then you immediately hit jump again. So the sprint jump will send you into this tightrope like that. And if you jump immediately again after that, you'll get a lot of height like that. You want to make your way towards this umbrella. Take the umbrella, try to land on this tree like that. If you can't make it, you just grab the fence instead and jump up. Make your way over here and grab this yarn. Try to get on this fence here, get on the tree, get up here, take the umbrella to get to this roof. And here's an STJ you can do. You can STJ to get a dive boost off of this platform here. But it's a little bit of a tricky STJ, because if you do it too early, then your jump kind of gets eaten by the roof like that, because you're moving upwards. So it's a kind of a tricky STJ to get used to. If you don't like doing that one, you can just double jump and dive cancel, make it up here, then do your dive boost here instead. Once you're here, you're just going to get into this balloon, land up here, and then you're going to sprint down and go here. And you can pick up this yarn, and here's another SJ you can do into this tightrope. If you don't like that, you can also just go over here with a sprint jump or a DSJ. But with the tightrope movement, you also want to jump off of the tightrope immediately, so you can make it over here. But yeah, once you're here, you just pick up this yarn, and the mafia guy up there on the roof is the guy we have to scare. You can make it up the roof by just jumping like this, or it's a little bit faster to sprint jump into that balloon and then dive into him. So what you're going to do is you're going to dive into him, and then immediately hold your text mashing bind. So you just preemptively hold down the bind, because there's going to be text. And then as soon as the text finishes, you're going to craft your brewing hat. So it should look like this. Remember to unpause the game when you craft the hat. And you say no to a big hat. If you're in controller here, press dive a couple times while you're waiting. So the reason you do that is because the text smashing bind is a little bit buggy on controller. And in that spot it can kind of lock your dive in place if you don't press it there. If you're on keyboard, you don't have to worry about that. So, you see the mafia guy drops money. You want to pick up this money. You can use the umbrella to pick it up a little faster. Then you're going to follow him over here. You just, your goal in the section is basically just to reach the spots before he does. So you scare him instantly. And a little weird thing that can happen in this spot specifically is instead of jumping over there, instead of the mafia guy jumping over there like he's supposed to, he can walk off the ledge and just get stuck down there. And if that happens, you just need to restart your game. It happens because you disabled some mods, and some mods, for whatever reason, when you disable them, will cause it to happen if you don't restart your game. So, just be aware of that. Yeah, once you scare this guy, again, you just want to smack the pons. It'll go over here, and you can make it up here with a jump. You can just dive into his volume instantly, smack the pons. It's free money, so you want to get it. Smack the pons, and here you're gonna be fast enough. You want to make it to the end before he does, so you can have the timepiece spawn inside of you. So you're gonna go here, pick up these pawns. You see he's right behind me. It's important to pick up these pawns as well because they are free. So remember to make sure you're picking up the money, just like that. And you're gonna make it to this spot on the plank. Use that as a visual cue. And you see right as he approaches me, I'm gonna sprint jump and hold down my text smashing bind. Just like that. And he'll spawn the timepiece inside me like that. And that's, she came from outer space.